Hey guys, it's Pancake. Happy Valentine's Day and welcome to my breakfast table. Today we'll be playing Monster Prom Camp in the spirit of the holiday of love. So if you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to get notified when my next video is out or check out more of my content. On to the video! Camp Spooky, the stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then, we were young and unafraid. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while all the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner. And for us, it did. Ooh, I get choices. I've got a lot of the DLC. Let's see. I love the pumpkin girl. She's always cute. Okay, I got my lineup. I just don't know. Who do I want to be? I was her last time. She's just too adorable. Custom name, thank you. Look at that.
Let's spice things up.
Ooh, items. Okay. I forgot what most of this does. I think this helps my stats. What do I want? Who do I want to date? Okay, I'll just, sketchbook, pen. That was creative and smarts, I think, for both of those, so which one has the same? I feel like both of these have maybe smarts. Okay, good enough. One might say that the Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. But no, in love, we're always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of a summer love loomed over our heads. Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening, just 3 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so, a silent yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the Monster Prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain, everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date, it was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Joy Johnson Johima, 23, a badass witch who wanted to chill after a bit of saving the world countless times. Aravi Mishra, 22, a hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who had turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. Calculester Hewlett-Packard, version 1.1, a library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Why do I love that? Dahlia Aquino, 20, a buff blue demon and a warmonger who had set her sights on conquering summer next. Damien LeVay, hey, I recognize you, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And Milo Belladonna, 23, a Death Reaper doubling as an internet influencer who was profoundly in love with life and all its earthly pleasures. The bus trip was long, and all of summer could be shaped by the first step well taken, and so it was clear. It all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. What's my favorite hobby? This usually helps me fucking decide who I'm dating, right? That's what they did for Monster Prom, the little quiz thing, I think. I don't know. I kind of like Calculester, but I don't actually know what his would be. It's all about exploring life. Plants? Yes! Yes! Success! You are also a succulent fan, Pancake. It is so nice to meet a fellow plant parent. I have been raising succulents for almost a year now. Since my conception as a free-thinking AI, these give me so much insight into the organic lifestyle. For instance, it wasn't until I almost killed Kevin the Kiwi Aeonium that I realized just how important water is to you living creatures. It is fascinating to learn more about living things. I would love to learn more about you and your succulents this summer. Pancake! I realized I typed that in all caps. Oops. We only had 3 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Let's do this! For love. Ah, there we go. I'm Southern? Oh, that's cool! Let's see, I guess smarts and creativity are my highest, so I'll just stick with raising those and hope Calculester likes that. That's smarts, that's creativity. Let's be Girl Scouts for a little while. Oh, well that's morbid. You spend the day learning new skills with the Monster Scouts in order to earn badges. I can't stop thinking about how horrifying this would be, sorry. You earn a badge for healing a wound only using the bark of a tree. You earn a badge for writing poems in iambic pentameter. You earn a badge for building a blackberry using only real blackberries. Now that's a feat of technology. Nice! Completing all those unexpected and probably useless lessons earned you +2 creativity. Look at me. I'm a star already. Oh shit. I clicked twice, I think. I managed to extricate myself from that situation just in time to nearly trip over Calculester. He's crouched on the ground, intently studying his glass prison full of ants. I mean his ant farm. That's what those are called. Oh, friend Pancake. How pleasant to see you, probably. As you can see, I am once again attempting to understand the complexities of organic life by way of this ant terrarium. Their brief, numerous lives provide the perfect data set for training my neural net, if only all beings died and reproduced so rapidly. In the course of my research, however, I have begun to worry. Are these ants spiritually fulfilled? Tell me, Pancake, as an expert on organic life, does spiritual fulfillment consist of dragging food through tunnels and then vomiting it into the mouth of your all-powerful queen? You're not sure you even have a soul, let alone a spiritual fulfillment, but whatever it is, it's probably not the vomit thing. You tell him so. Would I have a soul as a pumpkin creature? That is a good question. Oh dear, if my little ant friends are not spiritually fulfilled, how will I ever be able to deduce the true nature of happiness from their behavior? Friend Pancake, please help me. How can I catapult this humble ant society to a higher plane of existence? Your first thought is with an actual catapult, but Damien borrowed yours for homework a few weeks back and never returned it. Time for Plan B. My creativity is really high, so I'm assuming this one? Yes! This is why I consult organic beings whenever possible. I never would have come up with such a solution. I did give them all tiny ant-sized televisions, because staring at screens seems to be one of the main ways organics express their self-actualization. But I never got as far as actually broadcasting anything on those screens. It is a brilliant idea. Bolstered by Calculester's encouragement, you set about creating a hilarious slice-of-life sitcom starring John Krasinski, Jin Ant Fisher, and regular Steve Carell somehow. Did we shrink him? The Office, but for ants, is a huge success. The ants share their favorite gifts on Ant Twitter and compare their drudgery of their own work to the hilarious drudgery of the show. This is fantastic. The simple creation of a wacky facsimile of the ants' dull and unfulfilling lives has somehow made them more fulfilled. It is almost as if all entertainment is merely sleight of hand to distract tiny organic minds from the crushing weight of existence. Ooh. Oh no! Maybe he's right! Maybe all that time you spent bitching the actual office has numbed you to the injustices of capitalism and destroyed your ability to appreciate real life. What's wrong, Pancake? You appear distressed. Can I offer you some nourishing food or a handshake? On second thought, seeing Calculester's unfailing sweetness reminds you that real life truly is beautiful and you haven't lost your ability to appreciate real life relationships. After all, it's not like Calculester is a simulated being inside a piece of entertainment designed to distract you from the pain of living, right? Here, have +2 fun and 1+ charm. And don't think about it too much. I love it when they get meta like that.
Hold The great outdoors.
Speaking of which, if we need smarts, like we most definitely do at this point, let's go into the woods. Oh, I look so cute! While hiking through the woods, you come across a bunch of delicious edible mushrooms. Well, you think they're edible anyway. I mean, you ate them. On a completely unrelated note, you also meet an ancient, all-powerful god who's timeless, intelligent, and also really into vaporwave for some reason. You gain +2 smarts from your dope conversation with the vaporwave god. You're hiking through the woods with your friends. You inevitably get lost again. Honestly, why do you even keep leaving camp? How are you not dead yet?
We're fucking lost.
Fuck, guys, this is it! We're gonna die out here in the boring-ass wilderness where there aren't even any wild filet mignons to eat. Calm down, idiot. I can find food easily. I can't promise you filet mignon, but if we find an animal or slime and beat the shit out of it, it might drop a whole roasted chicken. We don't have that kind of time! The only solution is cutting off our arms and eating them. What? That's a terrible idea. I need both my arms for punching things. What do you think I don't? It's a sacrifice we all have to make. If you just cut off your non-dominant arm, it won't be as bad. Friend Damien, although I have no need for calories or dismemberment, I will also cut off my arm in solidarity.
What a noob.
See, Calculester's not scared. So why are you, Slayer? You aren't finding any roasted chickens. You are a roasted chicken. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Grr, fuck you. I'm not scared. Hex, cut off your arm with me. No thanks. I don't have arms, just hands. I think I'll eat this bagel. You do you, though. Aravi has pulled out a great axe and a great cutting board and already has her arm on the literal chopping block. You're about to stop her when you hear a doorbell ring. Where's the doorbell? Pizza delivery for... Is this a butcher shop or something? Damn it, I'm lost again.
Fellow organic life forms?
How coincidental. We are also lost. Where are you trying to go, friend stranger? Wolfram and Hart Law Firm. Not really sure which tree I took a wrong turn at, but I'm definitely not in the right spot, huh? I think... Cal! Aravi! Team meeting now!
Do this, Damien.
Okay, now that we have all our discreetly huddled up away from the pizza girl, here's the plan. We just need to convince her that this is Wolfram and Hart, so she gives us the pizza. Bold move. Hex likey. You got Moxie, kid. We can't. Friend Damien, lying and stealing are wrong. You are doing both at once. That makes this wrong by a factor of 2. Calculister, calculister, calculister. You don't understand. Remember that circle of life chart I drew up for you? Look here. It clearly says that Damians are a natural predator of pizzas. It's all a part of nature for Damians to use their cunning and metalness to prey on any pizza they see. Ah, okay. I understand now that the circle of life is above the law. What is your hunting strategy, friend Damien? Easy. We ask Pancake what to do. Damians and Pancakes have a symbiotic relationship. They hunt and I eat. So what's it gonna be, Pancake? Oh, all the responsibility comes to me again. Prove to the pizza girl that this is a law firm by suing her in a very credible way. Is that smart? Find a wolf, a ram, and a hart in the woods, glue the wolf and the ram together, put them in suits, add glasses and fancy suitcases, et voila, Wolfram and Hart. I don't actually know. I think this one's smarts. I don't know, maybe? Yes! Okay, so I know this was my amazing idea, but are you guys sure we can actually sue her? The only times I've been to court, I was in the defendant's chair. Worry not, my friend. I was friend Fira's aide in her questionably legal law firm last semester. I have memorized the proper procedures for falsely accusing a defendant. Yeah, and I watch a fuck ton of procedural law TV shows, so I got all the lingo down. This'll be easy breezy. Here, watch this. Miss Pizza Delivery Girl, is it? We here at Wolfram and Hart present you with a subpoena to bring your company, Pazzo's Pizza, to a court of law. Yeah, get sued, noob! It's like a game over, but for your life or something. Shit, you dudes are suing Pozos? This has never happened
My thoughts
before.
and opinions do not reflect Coco's Pizza.
In the woods, specifically. It happens other places all the time, so, see you in court, I guess. The date is set, and a few days later, you and your friends roll up to court ready to chew gum and smack gavels. All rise, ladies and gentlepersons of the jury. We of the Wolfman and Hart legal team move to indict the defendants as guilty of— Objection! Hold it! Don't object to us, Damien. You're on our side! But the bailiff made me swear on a Bible that I would tell the truth. That is an affront to my culture. Ah, because you are a demon, correct? No, because telling the truth is for nerds. Take that! Your Honor, I can no longer represent my fellow lawyer in this matter. But you are not representing Damien, friend Hex. Your Honor, I would like to motion for an insanity plea for my team. You foolishly fool! You're showing our inexperience! Your Honor, the entire legal team pleads the fifth! This is a shit show! Luckily, previous lawsuits already proved that Pozo's Pizza has more OSHA violations than a Mortal Kombat arena, so they were found guilty before you even got here. The pizza parlor is sentenced to compu with the pizza that was supposed to be delivered to Wolfram and Hart. Cool. You all eat it. It's kind of cold now, but that's okay, because it tastes like victory. You also win +2 boldness and +1 fun. Well, look at that.
What a day!
Let's go meet with Calculester again. You happen upon Calculester and Dahlia flipping through a scrapbook, laughing raucously. Oh, hell yeah, this is a great picture of us, Cal. The Colosseum and the Forum were so cool to see in person. God, I love the Romans. So many training facilities, ancient armor, literal centuries of bloodlust soaking the soil. I couldn't stop fangirling. Yes, they were truly fascinating, but I must say that seeing the Avaletti headquarters in person was the highlight of my Italy experience. Being in the presence of one of the earliest computer manufacturing companies in the world was a dream come true. I hope I made my ancestors proud. Oh, hey, Pancake, want to look at our scrapbook? We were just reminiscing about our trip to Italy we took last month. She shows you the scrapbook, and you get the impression that it was a joint project. Some of the pages are decorated with bone fragments and motivational glitter stickers, and others were clearly typed up and printed straight out of Microsoft Excel. You used Excel, man? Fair enough. We had an amazing time. I was fascinated by all the churches, and even more fascinated by the beautiful, meaningless rituals organics performed there. Yeah, unfortunately I had to sit those places out. The Pope didn't really seem keen on letting someone with horns into the Vatican. But it's cool. I commandeered a gondola in Venice, and we had an all-out naval battle that I totally crushed. Yes, incidentally, we are no longer allowed to enter Italy. But there are a lot of other places to visit. I'm thinking Britain for our next trip. Let's keep the ruthless war machine empire's theme going. Britain would be nice, but I am partial to Japan. Their technological advances intrigue me so greatly. I also have an uncle who works at Nintendo as a copy machine. Pancake, you could come too. There's always room for more on the Dal and Cal Express. Oh, you guys have a nickname for yourselves? A vacation with Dahlia and Calculester? Where do you sign? Wait, friend Dahlia, I am also happy to invite Pancake on our next trip, but what role will they fulfill? Ah, you make an excellent point. A true master of war knows that every member amongst her ranks must be absolutely necessary. An apt comparison. You see, Pancake, on our previous trip, I acted as the perfect trip planner, organizing our activities in color-coded spreadsheets. And I was the moral booster, and I was going around screaming, "Look, it's the David! Look, it's the Uffizi!" I don't actually know how to say that. To maintain the hype and make sure that everyone knew what they were looking at. Besides Horny One and Gamer, what role could you fulfill on vacation with Dahlia and Calculester?
I am happy.
Yes! What a wonderful idea. I must admit that my memory system is a bit out of date. I really must download that update I've been putting off. But in the meantime, having you act as my backup memory would be a great relief. Are you sure that's really necessary? My memory isn't that bad. I have a whole notebook full of war strategies and a Liam fan fiction to write my thoughts in. Yes, and that notebook is effectively your backup memory. Backup memory is essential to have. It's better safe than sorry. What if I were to get wet, or you lost your brain in a violence accident, and we suffered permanent memory loss? It's important to plan for these things. A very good point. That's why you're the planner, Cal. I'll go grab my notebook for Pancake to memorize. You're a very kind friend, Pancake. I am fully confident that I can trust you with the extremely confidential information I normally store in my memory banks. I'll print you a list of all my admin passwords. Sorry about the naughty words. I let Damien suggest some of them. And here are the input values of my analytics, my personal values as an individual, my earliest childhood memories, my internet search history. Wait! Actually, don't read that yet. I need to clear some things first. Too late! Is that a Pancake's opinions on sentient computer boys search you spy? Ooh la la! Bring out your flasks. Ooh. What's the options? That weekend you visit your good pal Juan. He knows a thing or two about getting wasted. Bueno. Look who's here. I was just experimenting with these drinks here. I was going to throw them away, but I have a feeling you're reckless enough to give them a try, right? What about this one? Toilet wine? Quite appealing, right? I don't know if I drink that, but the question is, will you? I also have this mystery box, because at this point, who knows what you drink? I'm not really sure toilet wine is the best choice here. I don't know if it's not, but I also don't know if it is. I feel like this has bad vibes. I just gotta take the risk. Bone hurting juice? What even is that? That's probably worse. Bone hurting juice? What does that even do? Okay. Hope you're happy with it. No refunds. What does it do? This is my only choice.
Can I get the recipe for this?
Ooh, just dropped all my stats. Still hard to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess. I didn't have a choice, man. I thought I'd get something good.
This'll be easy as pie.
Well, shit, I need more smarts now. That day in the woods, you find a mysterious portal to an unknown dimension. Whoa! You're not so stupid that you jump into it yourself this time. So you decide to tie a chipmunk to a string and throw it in there. You pull the chipmunk back, expecting it to be dead, or at least warped by the interdimensional travel. But it turns out whatever is on the other side of that portal taught the chipmunk calculus and some very cogent arguments about gender identity. You and the chipmunk have a long, insightful conversation, and he helps you with your summer school homework. You gain +2 smarts. Well, at least now they're tied. You meet up with Calculister to help him search for a new little plant to take care of. You find a tiny fern, which you both stare at, mesmerized, until... Hey, my eyes are up here. I'm terribly sorry. I was not aware that trees had eyes at all. Is this your fern? It's my something. Either way, stop staring at it. It's rude. I will cease at once. After all, I am programmed to be optimally agreeable and helpful. Optimally gullible, you say? That is not what I said, no. No, it's what I said. Then I agree with it.
Hey, listen up.
Great. Listen, kid, my name's Magic Tree Mike, and I think you have what it takes to be the chosen one. The chosen one? No, the chosen one. It's a great thing to be full of all kinds of mystical importance and shit like that, but it ain't free. First you gotta do a quest. A quest? No, a quest! Get it together, guy. Your quest, should you choose to accept it, is to procure the legendary pack of cigarettes from the mystical land of the nearest town. With your own money. I'm broke, and no rolling tobacco. I don't have hands. Ah, I see. You have concocted a fanciful lie about my being the chosen one, as to manipulate me into purchasing cigarettes for you. I mean, look, I'd go into town myself, but I'm a tree, and I don't have an ID card. Can't you just...
I am happy.
I will accept this quest. After all, I am programmed to be optimally agreeable and helpful. Tight. Well, it's like 4 hours away, so you better get going. 4 hours? But that's the time you could be using to mac on Calculester. Here, there's gotta be a way to get the cigarettes faster. I mean, you're in a forest after all. Oh my god. A ritual or video games? I think video games has to be fun? Maybe? And this one, boldness? I guess the ritual? Oh, that was smarts! I mean, fuck it, it works, it works. Calculester looks up some pagan rituals online, and the two of you get to work. You're too shy to ask Calculester whether he's a virgin, and you're not sure whether writing full moon on a piece of notebook paper can stand in for an actual full moon. But you do a pretty good job of drawing, and all the eldritch sigils, and the magic tree Mike lets you borrow 13 pints of ram's blood that he was keeping in his branches. Where was he? What? All in all, you do the best you can with the materials you have. After 5 hours of laborious preparation, you utter the requisite string of guttural syllables, and nothing happens. Oh dear, do you think we failed to cultivate a sense of oneness with all living things? You can disassemble me and spread my parts throughout the meadow if you think it will help. Say, what are you up to? Why the sad faces? Oh, hello, dear wearing a leather jacket. We were just attempting to call upon the spirits of the forest in order to complete a quest for a magic tree. Rad. Hey, wanna buy some, like, loose cigarettes? $1 a piece. The deer opens his jacket to reveal dozens of packs of cigarettes, all of different types, also chewing tobacco. We would indeed like to buy some loose cigarettes. Thank you, strange deer. Don't mention it. Actually, could you put another one of these in my mouth and light it for me? I'm a deer, so I don't have hands. Of course, it is the least we can do. After all, you provided us with... Hold 1 second. Processing. Deer wearing a leather jacket, are you the forest spirit we summoned with our ritual? The deer takes a long drag on his cigarette and smiles. Well, that'd be mighty convenient, wouldn't it? He exhales an enormous cloud of smoke, and when it clears, he's gone. You bring the cigarettes back to Mike, who accepts them happily. Then you return to camp, marveling all the while. Was that really a forest spirit you saw, or just a talking deer who loves cigarettes? You may never know. Regardless, you gain +2 charm and +1 creativity.
Time to bring on the bacon.
Oh shit, I need smarts again at this rate, so back to the woods. That day you get lost hiking in the woods. You use the stars, aka nature's compass, to get back to camp. The stars actually teach you all sorts of things, like how one of the stars in Orion's belt is actually a nebula. The stars also teach you Italian, the quadratic formula, and the true meaning of friendship. Wow, the stars sure are smart, and they give you +2 smarts. You're searching the forest for the perfect tree to carve your love interest's initials into when you stumble across Calculester and Joy. They seem agitated. I do not understand. Is not the raccoon's blood supposed to remain inside of its body? Yes, Cal, that's where blood belongs. This raccoon is seriously injured, and that's why I'm worried about it. But why is it injured? Because it dove in front of me during my climactic encounter with my latest monster of the week, absorbing an attack that would otherwise have killed me. Sorry for saying monster of the week. I'm not sure if that's an offensive term here. No need to apologize. Technically, I am a soulless automaton, not a monster. Also, I am physically incapable of being offended. But you have not answered my question. Being injured seems to be a suboptimal state of affairs. Why then did the raccoon allow itself to be injured? It didn't allow itself to be injured. That's not how it works. But can it not simply repair the affected body systems with a generous application of epoxy and aluminum plating? This is how I handle such mishaps. No, that would be super lethal for a living creature.
Oh dear.
It would, but then all of the other animals I have saved, are you saying that oh dear.
Error
Alert! Critical introspection imminent. Total emotional collapse likely. Snap out of it, Cal. We don't have time to deal with your comical failures to understand organic life right now. I'm trying to save this raccoon's life. I am sorry, friend Joy, that my impending psychological meltdown is inconvenient for you. Fine, I'll talk you through this, but only if Pancake can help stabilize this raccoon. You can do that, can't you? Sure, totally. I mean, all you've really got to do is... that one's gotta be smarts, right? And my smarts are higher, so I gotta do this one. You plug a USB cable into the base of the dying raccoon's skull and connect it to your phone. It just conveniently had a plug. You managed to download the raccoon's consciousness easily enough because this is a video game and who gives a shit? But you don't have enough space available on your Google Drive, so you decide to upload the raccoon to an actual cloud instead. You're not sure whether it worked until you glance into a nearby puddle and find the raccoon's face staring serenely back at you. Why are you staring at that puddle, Pancake? Are you having trouble recognizing your own face, as I do almost constantly? No, look! Pancake has somehow managed to turn a routine case of forest medicine into a transformative spiritual experience. The raccoon's face disappears from the puddle and appears in the clouds above you, where it gazes down imperiously. Look inside yourself, Pancake, it says in a booming voice. You are more than what you have become. You must take your place in the circle of life. Remember... Is this straight up just Lion Kinging me? Remember who you are. You are my child and the one true monarch. Remember who you are.
Climax.
What? Pancake, I had no idea you were a protagonist. This changes everything.
Haha, just kidding, says the raccoon in the clouds. I'm a fucking raccoon! We met like 2 minutes ago! Thanks for turning me into a cloud! I'm going to go hunt the fuck out of some chickens! Peace!
The cloud drifts away on the breeze, cackling all the while. Ah, so it appears that living things really are nothing more than fiendishly complicated machines. I guess I can't refute that, given the fact that Pancake accomplished all of this with a USB cable and a free WeTransfer account. So then all the animals I saved by gluing metal plates to their bodies are alright after all. You know what, sure.
Well, that settles it. Cal's happy, Joy's happy, and every time you commit a minor crime or root around in the garbage, you feel raccoon god smiling upon you. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts.
I created a new deity.
What a day!
Well, time to go visit Calculester again.
Suddenly, the breeze shifts and you detect dissent on the wind. It's a potent combination of smells, string cheese, copper wires, and accursed medieval weaponry. That smell can only mean one thing. Hex, Calculester, and Avari are nearby.
Yo, Pancake! You know how me, Ravi, and Cal are gonna open a food truck once camp is over? Well, I want to sell Oreo explosions. It's my own recipe where you grind up Oreos into a fine powder and snort that powder. Do you love it or super love it?
You warn Hex about trademark laws and suggest changing the name of the dish to Cookies and Cream Explosions. You also recommend they charge $400 for it.
Fuck yeah! I can't wait for all the gold I'm gonna mine from this food truck. No more grinding in the cave levels to catch high-value bugs for me. Fuck, I can't read. I also think it will be a financially reasonable investment, although I am most excited about the chance to work closely with organic food material. I am really passionate about the process of digestion in general. I am so excited that people will literally consume calories that I help prepare. Totes, as long as you're cooking everything with at least 3 different kinds of animal fat, I'm on board. Wonderful. Now that we've got some menu items decided upon, perhaps we should discuss the brand of the food truck. I'm not an expert myself, but friend Milo did recently tell me that brands are entirely synonymous with relevancy and that business without one is basically a bleeding corpse. Perhaps we could think of a brand? Yeah, we gotta figure out a brand for sure. How about we're the world's most violent food truck? We could mount a Gatling gun on top and make customers dodge the bullets. Grisly, but memorable. It is also probably a better idea than what I wrote down for a brand. Traveling vehicle with adequate food service capabilities. You guys are both thinking too small. We should get a Red Bull to sponsor us. Then we can fry everything in Red Bull and use their corporate branding. Fuck that shit, Red Bull blows. Gatling gun food truck! I'm not backing down on this, Aravi. I've cursed you once, I'll do it again. We're doing Red Bull! I believe that we should argue at a more reasonable volume level. Wow, this isn't going anywhere. Looks like your friends need some help figuring out the perfect brand for their food truck. Hit them with your best content strategy. Always trust the data. My social media analysis reveals that the top 3 trendiest topics are pizza, Nutella, and cat videos. That's your brand? Food is overrated. Make the whole thing a potion. Okay, this one's obviously for Aravi, so... You show your friends some bar graphs you printed out. They definitely prove that pizza, Nutella, and cat videos are the most popular topics on social media. This is very impressive analysis, Pancake. I noticed that you only included social media sites in your research. However, do you mind if I verify your findings? Command analyze all content on the internet for most popular topics, redirecting all processing power to current analysis. 12 hours pass. Analysis complete. Pancake, you are amazing. Pizza, Nutella, and cat videos are the most popular topics on the whole internet. This is an empirically good idea. Whoa, that's cash money. Honestly, it is a trill idea because I'm always hungry for pizza and Nutella. And now that I think about it, I'm also hungry for cat videos. Yeah, it is a pretty awesome idea, but also, I don't really get it. Is Nutella a dessert? Are the cat videos like appetizers? I believe humans like choices. Perhaps we could offer Nutella and cat videos as pizza toppings. Our menu would consist of plain pizza, Nutella pizza, and cat videos pizza. Wait, you guys, I got it! We take an actual iPhone that's programmed to only play cat videos. We cover it in Nutella, then we wrap it in a slice of pizza and bake it in the oven. Whoa, that's smart. Honestly, every single one of these ideas would work. We have an embarrassment of riches here. Agreed. Personally, I am very happy that we use data to make this important decision. It makes me feel very included in our reasoning process. Thank you for your detailed analysis of trending topics, Pancake. I've conducted a breakdown of my current emotions, and it seems that you are the pizza, Nutella, and cat videos of my heart. Aww. Am I the only one that found that incredibly adorable? Cow, you sentimental fool. X is right. Calculesters is fucking adorable. You spend the afternoon cuddling up with him, finding food-safe cat videos, and searching for a reliable Nutella wholesaler. Oh god, do I want to... I don't know if I want to take the gamble. But at the same time, oh, maybe I might end up with something that's good? Fuck it. Fuck it. We ball. Weekend arrives, and so it's time to visit Juan, the small magical Latino cat. Look who's here. Welcome to my bar. I don't really know who's in their right mind would take such a risk. I guess you have more than thirst than common sense. Anyway, check this drink out. Ooh, Cosmopolitan. That looks so cool. Quite appealing, right? Don't know if I drink that, but the question is, will you? Okay, it looks sick. I don't know what it does, though. It looks so cool. Like, that doesn't look like it has a bad effect. Visually, it looks sick as hell. I also have this mystery box. I didn't like the mystery box last time. It fucked me over. I'll drink it. It's fine. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And you passed. Your prize is the drink you choose. What does it do? I'm gonna drink it. The Cosmopolitan received its name because it disrupts the very core of the cosmos. Thanks to it, any stat effect is now doubled for you. For better or for worse.
Yummy!
Still hard to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess.
All the great outdoors.
I guess creativity now? I don't really know what I'm looking for on, like, number-wise. It's fine. I'll go for it. That day in Monster Scouts, they teach you to use the stars and trees bark to find your way when you get lost on the internet. As a test, Coach leaves you in the middle of the internet. You easily get lost. Before you know it, you're watching the Spanish synchronized swimming team perform a routine based on Stairway to Heaven. You don't earn the orientation while in the internet badge, but you definitely gain +2 creativity from watching such a beautiful display of skill. You take a break from tomfoolery to spend a few quiet moments with Calculaster, romantically perusing some spreadsheets. I really can't read. And this, friend Pancake, is an index of every plant I have cared for during my short lifetime. Look, here is Buckaroo Banzai. There is Robert Pattinson. And here is the entry for Jen Fern Lawrence. Oh dear. According to this spreadsheet, I have severely neglected poor Jennifer. Her feeding, watering, and sunlight are all within an acceptable range. But look here. Calculaster directs your attention to a column labeled Emotional Development. 13.5. Statistically, that is the most immature number. I must find time to take her into the woods to be monitored by an older, wiser plant. Perhaps a Dutch elm.
I better make that trip soon, naive summer camper, because the woods won't be here for very much longer. Ha 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 ha.
Indeed, all organic life is fleeting, but I do not think it calls for laughter.
But if I didn't laugh, how would you know I was an evil CEO? Perhaps I should introduce myself. Mr. Papas is the name, and turning beloved summer camps into shopping malls is my game. A game which I intend to play here at Camp Spooky by buying it and turning it into a shopping mall.
I do not understand. What leads you to believe that this is a good location for a shopping mall? What are your site selection criteria?
That's easy. When deciding where to build the shopping mall, I always consider 3 things: acreage, total infrastructure, and how many hundreds of youths it will upset. As the saying goes, you can't build a shopping mall without upsetting a few youths. But I didn't get where I am by settling for just a few.
Oh dear. According to the specified criteria, Camp Spooky is indeed the ideal location for a shopping mall. I do not support the wholesale destruction of this camp and its environs, but I feel compelled to bow to superior logic. What can I do? Oh no! If Camp Spooky is replaced with a shopping mall, where are you gonna mac? The food court? Gross! There is only one way out. You've got to suggest a shopping mall location that would upset even more youths than building it here. Fortnite or pop culture? This one seems like fun.
Yes, the 80s. Interesting. That's just the sort of outside the space-time continuum thinking that we need in this business. Patrick, run the numbers on the building shopping mall in the 80s. No, don't tell me that's impossible. I own the trademark on impossible. The numbers bear out your suggestion, Pancake. Looks like we'll be starting construction in negative 40 years.
But friend, Mr. Papas, is time travel feasible? I seem to recall it violating the principles of causality and conservation of energy.
Anything is feasible if you're rich enough. The government started selling temporal offsets years ago. I'll just buy a few and head back to the 80s.
Before you can say anything, Papas and his intern have vanished in a puff of commerce. You've successfully removed him not only from here, but from now? You appear to have saved camp, friend Pancake, and yet an important question remains. Will setting loose an exploitive CEO several decades in the past have any deleterious effects on the timeline? You assure Calculaster that any damage Papas might do to the past has already been done. That's why we live in a soft dystopic oligarchy where the super rich sacrifice the health and livelihood of workers for short-term gain. Oh, that is a relief. It sure is. And now that Papas is gone, you're free to go about your usual daily routine of worrying about climate change when...
I'm back. Boy, time travel is invigorating. I went back to the 80s, but it turns out building a shopping mall on the remains of my parents' demolished high school made it unlikely that I would ever be born. In the process of convincing them to have sex after all, I invented a popular dance that would make me millions. I realized the immense money-making potential of time travel. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to go build shopping malls all over high schools of all my business rivals. I'm gonna be so wealthy.
Perhaps we have finally discovered the reason for the current education crisis. That's a load off my processors. Yeah, well, who needs high schools? It's just as easy to get laid at summer camp anyway. You gain +4 charm and +2 boldness.
So much to do, so little time.
Oh, well, now I'm kind of crossed out across the board. I'll do one more little visit to the woods. It's fine. That day, you go to the woods searching for edible roots to make a wilderness tea. You find lots of roots: beetroot, ginger root, the square root of pie, the root of all evil. You brew it all together, and that's the most delicious tea you've ever had. It's so rooted with knowledge that you gain +2 smarts. You've been spending a lot of time with Calculester lately, so when he asks you if you want to meet up for some standard organic activities, you're thrilled. It's his most romantic invitation yet. Greeting, friend Pancake. Thank you so much for your joining me for these activities. I am 98.46% certain you will enjoy them. First, I propose that we watch several hours of horny anime while online comparison shopping for vacuum cleaners. After that, we can track down some of our campmates and shamelessly attempt to ingratiate ourselves to them with wacky hijinks. And to round out the evening, we can finish up by leaving positive reviews of Monster Prom 2 Monster Camp on Steam. Wow! Those are literally all of your favorite things to do! How did he know? It is no big mystery, friend. I simply downloaded and perused your entire search history. Oh god. Many of my less scrupulous brethren use this technique for marketing purposes, but I have chosen to use my power for good by algorithmically identifying all of your favorite activities. Speaking of which, I wanted to do the cake thing as well, but had trouble finding a large enough horse. Wow! That's super creepy, but like in a totally cute way that you absolutely love! Calculester leads you around for the rest of the afternoon, and each activity he suggests is even more enjoyable than the last. It seems like reducing a complex person down to a constellation of online data is not only possible, but also super fun and deeply unethical. Two of your favorite things. That night, though, as you lie in your tent reminiscing about the day's adventures, a thought occurs to you. If Calculester is reading your entire search history, that gives you a great way to low-key signal your attraction to him. You leap out of bed, energized by your new idea. It's time to go online, for romantic reasons. But what combination of searches will unlock Calculester's cold metal heart? The answer might surprise you. Oh my god. It's the first one's obviously smarts, right? It's gotta be. There's no way it's not. The second one's gotta be boldness. Oh my. I don't know. I don't think the bottom one's it. It seems like a boldness thing. You quickly search up the whole bevy of luscious appliances on all the internet commerce websites. What a smorgasbord! These will be the most important customer reviews of your life. Luckily, you have the soul of a poet in a jar in your backpack. Fucking poet never knew what hit him. You start right. Panasonic Lumix digital camera. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but they're wrong. Beauty is in the camera of the beholder. And this is that camera. Canon Pixma wireless all-in-one printer. What? Would that I could give you all the stars in the sky, but alas, I can only give you 5 out of 5. Great print quality and easy to connect to the Wi-Fi. Winky face. KitchenAid Diamond 5-speed blender. I think that I will never see a poem as lovely as this blender. 4 out of 5. Package arrived damaged, but that only increased its charm. The next morning, you head out to locate Calculester, only to find him waiting right outside your tent. Hello, Pancake. Since I know exactly where you sleep, I thought this would be a good place to find you. I fucking used the narrator voice for that. Oops. Oh well. The reviews you posted, they were so
Error on board thesaurus insufficient to express current level of emotional impact, exhorting to improvisation. Romanticulate. I must confess that reading your passionate reviews of those other electronics instigated a small jealousy subroutine in my core processor. I do not wish to impose, but do you think you might like to write a review of me? Would you ever? You rub your poet's soul for luck and then compose your magnum opus. Calculator Mark II. A face like an angel, and chassis that don't quit. So hot I'd buy that even without free shipping. 10 out of 10. Call me sometime. How did you know my current CPU temperature? Are my benchmarks showing? Oh goodness, I'm so titillated. You tell Calculator you're down to titillate his CPU anytime. That's like the robot version of the prostate, right? You gain +4 smarts and +2 charm. The last day of summer is here. Who will be my summer love? I wonder. Yes. Let's go, Calculator. You finally gather the courage to ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you. You desire a summer fling with me? Well, my summer research has indicated that a summer romance is an integral part to having the perfect camp experience, and according to my diagnostic scan of all of our fellow campmates, you are indeed the most desirable match by a 0.6% margin. Wow, not a lot. In that case, I would love to be your fling. Aw, that's so cute. The last day of camp was lovely. Before the meteor shower, Calculator took you on a romantic hike and pointed out all the different types of plants and wildflowers along your walk. He taught you which flower arrangements mean what, back in the Victorian era when people used super impractical communication methods like flower arrangements. During the shower, Calculator surprised you with a bouquet he had arranged, fennel for flattery, a tulip for passion, and a printed-out JPEG of a red rose. On the back of the picture was typed, "Apologies, red roses are not found in the wilderness often, but I still like you very much, Heart C." Look at that. We did it. Nice. Before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it, how those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies sung for centuries. Wild nights became epics treasured for forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a constellation we will always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. I hope everybody enjoyed this part. I know I had fun, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Stay syrupy sweet!